This video is sponsored by the Golden Vault Casino. Escape to the enchanting world of the Golden Vault Casino, where relaxation meets excitement.
Okay. Come out to court, we'll get together, have a few laughs, and then someone throws a fucking Molotov.
Everyone out, everyone out, everyone out. Go.
Yeah, throw a few Molotovs.
Go off, Your Honor, go off.
As John McClane says, if you survived, now you know what a TV dinner feels like, I guess.
True.
Okay, at least they waited for the court session to be over. It's no longer on fire, but it's gonna need a paint job and a shitload of screen doors. God, how many of these can I get in? Okay. I think that we all wish that Cowboy Block was more like Roy Rogers, and by we all I mean the two people in this courtroom, other than myself, who know who the fuck Roy Rogers even is, or his sequin shirts.
Yeah, I know. Rogers McFree.
But Brock Booker, our action hero, the fly in the ointment, the monkey in the wrench, and I'm sure as so many people will attest, the pain in the ass, was called upon by these amateur filmmakers to save his girlfriend slash wife slash fiance slash situationship. I don't know. It was unclear. Is this amateur filmmaking gone bad, or something far more sinister and terroristic in nature? Well, I'm gonna hand over to my colleagues. They're gonna handle the rest. I'm tapped out. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy with the rest of you.
Oh, first off, we'll start with how we positively ID'd the defendants on the scene. So Texas Young was positively ID'd in the scene via the almost constant references to Cowboy during the video. His lawyer saying, yeah, it was him. The phone subpoenas with Texas Young talking about this incident as it was happening. And the universe we bite was not him, is about the same one as Blockatomi Tower being next year's Christmas #1. Southside Jackson removed his mask and said, it's me, So, yeah.
Okay.
Fang, Javarius, and Leonard Washington were also seen multiple times on video participating in events without a mask. Oh, yeah. I will now hand over to my learned colleague, Harvey Litt.
All right. Let's start with a small one. Fang. Assault and battery. I tried to word this in a way that is diplomatic, but I really couldn't come to one. Assault and battery for tackling when the person is a suspected terrorist. Jan, not guilty. False imprisonment. Well, let's see. Everybody. Fang, Texas, Southside, Leonard, and Jarvis, all guilty. The hostages were not able to move at their free will, weren't able to go anywhere they wanted to. That deprived them of liberty, their personal liberty. Guilty of false imprisonment times 17. Criminal possession of a handgun. Fang, guilty. They found it via warrant in your warden. Texas Young, Southside Jackson, Leonard Washington, guilty. They found it on your possession, and none of you guys have a weapons license. Jarvis, you are found not guilty. There is no evidence of your possessions. Thus, we cannot, beyond a reasonable doubt, prove that you had a firearm.
Just for the
Moving to the gun. Moving to the big one, terrorism. So, Leonard, Southside, Texas, Fang, Jarvis, all guilty of terrorism. They asked for $100,000, a helo, the name change of a government building. So far, all of that's not terrorism. However, they got too greedy and asked for the building to be turned over to the community. This tipped the scales to terrorism. This influenced the policy of the government. Thus, they are guilty of terrorism. We're going to kick it back over to Humphrey. Wait, one more thing. Sorry, my bad. Texas, You did run from the cops in the car. You eluded. You are guilty of evading.
Very much. We'll round this one out. Wade Johnson. We're leaving him till last because, well, he wasn't mentioned at all during this. So his involvement was found during subpoena 38575 from his phone records. It's pretty clear that Mr. Johnson was present and providing aid to the rest of the defendants by providing information about police movements and knew the plan via asking, when's the tower thing going on prior to the incident actually starting, while also providing rental cars for the getaway attempts. So we'll be finding them guilty as an accomplice on terrorism and false imprisonment times 17. So now we move on to the sentencing portion of this. Mr. Leonard Washington, you will be found guilty for 20 years imprisonment in Bolingbrook with a $26,125 fine. Southside Jackson, equally 20 years in Bolingbrook prison for $24,475. Texas Young, 20 years in prison for a fine of $25,775. Fang will have a prison sentence of 20 years with a fine of $17,825. Javarius Lamar Javarison, 20 years and a fine of $17,225. And Mr. Wade Johnson, 20 years and $17,225. However, for the people who have all been reprimanded in Bolingbrook, so Mr. Washington, Jackson, Young, Fang, and Javarius, you will be found. You have already served 19 years of your sentence, so you'll be only subjected to one more.
Hey, one more year.
Fang.
He's been on bail.
Okay.
Shut up, you dummy.
Oh, can I make a request, Your Honor?
What about for being burnt alive? Give him the free year.
I better use the mic. Hey, Your Honor. May I make a request? I'm sorry.
Your
I can't-
microphone
I
is
can't-
terrible, but yes, what's up?
Oh, hey. Since most of the blocks are now terrorists convicted, can we be labeled as a terrorist organization?
State has no
that's-
objection.
I think that's something the mayor's office does. So
We upgraded. We evolved from a
Take it up
simple
with the
street
mayor.
gang. We a terrorist organization now.
Yeah, I'd say take that up with the mayor.
With the mayor? Oh, I love the mayor. We'll get that shit. We'll get that shit handled then.
Yeah, call Martin.
All right, we did it. We're a terrorist organization. We're all terrorists now.
Fuck yeah, yo.
Well, I'll touch base with you whenever y'all finish.
We're no longer a street gang. We're a terrorist
Hell yeah,
organization.
Dog. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Only one more year.
Back to the cells. One more year. Come here, Nike.
Yo, I miss
Bye.
y'all.
Nike, come here. We'll put you in soft, all right?
It's been so long since I've held a gun.
Can you show me?
Don't worry, dog. I got one waiting for you when you get out, dog.
Just 1 year.
Okay.
Wild, you wild, you wild, you wild.
This one.
Just stay here until they start.
I was thinking that too. Do we have the paddy wagon here?
Just one more year, one more year.
CJ, do we have the paddy wagon?
To Southside.
You gotta publish my music,
Yo,
dog.
be good, y'all.
We have the paddy wagon for
Miss the
transportation.
blocks, bro. I'm so dead without you.
Oh shit, the juice is
If none
loose,
of my
dog.
colleagues wanna
Yeah,
answer
the
this,
juice is loose,
I can
dog.
answer this very easily for you.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hulk
answer, but I
Hogan,
was-
Give me a
That's
white
onion.
Bronco.
Southside, I do need to
Oh,
check you. 'cause
coward,
I wanna
answer,
make sure
and then
it
I'll give
doesn't-
mine if you're
'cause
wrong.
If she gave you something,
No, you go ahead, check me. We good, we good.
because I don't want it to fuck up your. I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
TLDR, they gotta have
My
it.
cup?
This is
Yeah,
like-
alright.
What if you have a photograph of them?
Brock,
I don't
they
want
boo
it-
the hell out of you. You're the villain in the next movie. And that's your leading role, Winona. You'll have to whoop his ass in Mortal
I just
Kombat.
watched that Furiosa movie. Maybe we could do something with that.
Hell yeah.
No, don't do for you.
Oh my god.
For the record, we never asked for
Yeah,
the
she'll lose an
building.
arm, but get a robot
that's
one. That would be
mayhem,
pretty
dog.
cool.
Never
Yeah,
did that.
they only asked for the renaming, not for it to be turned over to the
You
community.
know, the one part that does suck is that's the part that put it over, and that part was.
Anyone
it
actually
really-
use
are
the
losing
HD
cats to
though?
ashes or not?
in the gallery.
because of
In
one
this
man.
way.
That part
Woo.
sucks. But fuck it, we a terrorist organization, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all in a year.
I have a crowbar. I have a cup.
Oh, there's a spider there.
What are you applying for?
Lewis. Crawl back up on the wall, Lewis.
Thing.
It's between grapeseed
Oh,
and
they're
sandy.
dealing with thing. Okay.
Thing spider.
Trooper and one. What's the difference between grapeseed and sandy?
Spider.